Look what I just got in the mail. My favorite cookbook lately, the Fix It and Forget It Instant Pot cookbook. I love this book. Now I can give the other one back to the library finally. This is mine to keep. I'm so glad, you guys. I can't recommend this enough. Hope Comerford wrote it. This book is awesome, especially if you have an Instant Pot. And even if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can cook this stuff on the stove. It's got killer recipes in here. But this is definitely a lifesaver if you want to eat well and have an Instant Pot. This is amazing. This is a really quick oatmeal. It's like a raw mock oatmeal dish that I'm going to make here with 2 apples. I'm just going to cut them up, put them in the food processor, use a tablespoon of flax meal that's going in here and a tablespoon of the almond butter, about a teaspoon of honey. I could put maybe just a little handful of raisins and cinnamon in here, and I'm just going to just a little bit of raisins and just kind of like pulse it up until it looks like meal. And I'm going to use a little unsweetened vanilla almond milk, some fruit, and voila, it looks and tastes like oatmeal. All right, let's go over the last days here. Thursday, 8 fruits and veggies. Friday, 7 fruits and veggies. Saturday, 8. Sunday, 8. And then Monday was yesterday. I had 6. And that was because I pretty much didn't have like a full dinner, so I didn't have much opportunity to raise that. But you know, I haven't got 10 on this last week, so to speak, but I've got pretty close. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is tomorrow. Our Fruit and Veggie challenge is over. Today's the last day of June, and major apologies for not being able to make another video for the past few days or so. It's just been a wild ride, and I'm just kind of like swimming, you know, with my head above the water for now, and sometimes life gets that way, doggone it. But I wanted to end this challenge with you with kind of like an overview of how it went for me. Kind of want to hear how it went for you guys. I've been keeping an eye out on the other channels that were also maybe doing some of this. And at the end of this, I kind of want to have a big thank you to the people that I know had responded to the first one, the first video that said that they were going to be doing the challenge, and I wanted to recognize them. And if I've missed anybody, please forgive me. I did not mean to miss anybody, but I just scoured the videos to see who it was that said they were actually doing the challenge, and I'm going to list them. So if I've missed you, or if I did not include you, I just want to say a big thank you for doing it with us and for challenging yourself on this, because I know everybody's grown in some way or another. I kind of want to go over some of the things that I learned while doing this 10-a-day challenge. So I'm going to need to wear my glasses. Sorry about that. Okay, number 1 is increased fruit and vegetables resulted in better digestion overall for me. I realized that now at the beginning there was a lot of talk about bloatedness and all the stuff that comes with adding more leafy greens and veggies and beans and things like that. And you know, I was doing more enzymes, and I'm still doing my enzyme, but not all the time. And I'm finding that I don't really need it all the time. I don't really have a lot of discomfort. I kind of feel like my gut has made the switch overall and is really enjoying the high fiber foods, and I don't feel very, much discomfort. So that's like a really big hurrah. I hope that you guys have found some of that benefit. That's like a huge deal to me. So that's number 1. Number 2, increased interest in the microbiome and what affects it. So I got a lot of time to look into what kinds of foods were affecting my gut and what was going to feed those, which I was interested in before, but I really ended up finding myself listening to like 2-hour lectures from microbiologists, who study this, and just really poring over the information and learning a lot about it. And I don't think I would have been pulled into it as much if I wasn't doing this challenge. Number 3 increased nutrition. I found that my choices were becoming healthier, and I was becoming more aware of just how many fruits and veggies and that I was getting, and all of the different, vitamins and things like that that I was partaking of in this event. Number 4, increased awareness of satiety and nutrient density. So I became much more aware of being full and versus being overly full, and where I should stop, and how much I could actually eat of something that was maybe as opposed to a little bit of something that has fat in it. I really discovered that I could eat a ton of something that doesn't have fat in it, that's like leafy greens and fruits and veggies, and have so much more for the same amount of calories as something that has a higher fat content, which I knew before, but this really kind of amplified that in my mind. Okay, number 5, I find that it is much easier to maintain my weight or lose weight if I wanted to up my game on this. And I think that after this month of kind of like adjusting to all this, it's going to be much easier to do that. Number 6, increased appreciation for whole foods and fruits and vegetables. I really came away with the fact that I absolutely love fruits and veggies and can't get enough of them. And I'm definitely going to be working more of this from here on into my regular diet. Number 7, the diet shift is more possible. What did I write that for? Oh, yes. Okay, this is why I did that. Because I did this 30 days of the Fruit and Veggie Challenge. Now, I have this book by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. It's called Eat for Health. It's one of his mini books, and it's just kind of like a simple plan, but it's really, he doesn't take animal foods out, but they are used sparingly, and he really concentrates on fruits and veggies in here, and beans and legumes and things like that. I think I would really like to tackle this and do more of it, but I think it would have been harder if I didn't really zero in on the fruits and veggies this month. And now I think this is going to be a lot easier to step into something like this and be even more conscious of more healthy eating. All right, number 8, increased variety of fruits and vegetables and new foods. I started looking beyond the normal salad that I would have and into what other kinds of things can I have? What other kinds of soups can I have? How else can I work more fruits and veggies into this? I learned, so many different ways. The easiest ways to incorporate more greens that I thought was just amazing was coming up with I didn't come up with the idea, somebody else did, but they said that their mom always laid her food on a bed of greens before she ate it, like spaghetti or potatoes or whatever it was she had a plate of. She always lined it with greens first and made that a big part of her dinner, and I thought that was brilliant. And so I started doing that actually. When we go to, anywhere, potluck or buffet or something like that, I think what I'm going to do is lay the greens first and then work backwards and put things on top of that. Number 9, more aware of contrast and well-being in regards to the foods that are eaten. I realized that after I ate a lot of whole foods and a lot of my fruits and veggies, and then all of a sudden, on Saturday we had a pizza, the reaction to the pizza was amplified as to how it made me feel versus something that was probably a lot easier for me to digest and my body to absorb. And so that was a real big eye-opener. And number 10, I think this is probably what's on everybody's mind, is weight loss. Did you get a lot of weight loss, Kat, doing this? I would have to say, now, mind you, I ate everything else as well. I just ate more fruits and veggies. So I came down like 3 or 4 pounds, and then I went up, within 1.5 pounds of that. So the end product is about minus 3.5 pounds, which isn't a whole lot, but it's fine for me because I'm at a set point. I'm super close to my goal. And I started back on my, my hormones kind of went wacky, and I was missing them for like a month because of this whole shutdown thing, and I just got my new pellet inserted back again, and this is the first month actually that I was getting back on track. So my hormones are kind of whacked out. It's just kind of one of those things. I mean, menopause is not for sissies. So my husband's been doing well. He has come down within 8 to 10 pounds. He's somewhere in there, and he's really looking great. I have started working out again. I've started lifting again and started moving more. So I think just, you know, my body is trying to adjust in all of this, and I'm not going to let that bother me. I think that I've, you know, come up with so many great points and so much to take away from this challenge, that it's just, you know, there's nothing bad about that. I don't feel like I failed in any way whatsoever. I really loved it, and I love that you guys came along with me. So I really want to say thank you about that. And in case you're interested in seeing a little bit more about this book, you see all my markers in here already where I'm reading and taking notes of the recipes. It's Dr. Joel Fuhrman, and it is called Eat for Health. This is one of his older books, but it is very, very good. Lots and lots of fruits and veggies in here. So anyway, I will probably be talking to you a little bit more about this because I am actually going to be upping my fruits and veggies again. One of the things that he says in here, just a kind of a quick, a couple tips, is have at least 3 fresh fruits with your breakfast in his recommendation. Eat a large salad or raw vegetables as part of your dinner every night and chew thoroughly. Now, he really talks about the difference in this book on food density. So here you have, you know, the calories of oil. The same amount, 400 calories of oil versus 400 calories of chicken. You get a little bit more food versus 400 calories of, you know, your fruits and vegetables. What is this? Spinach, eggplants, and beans. And so you can get a lot more bang for your buck going this way. Anyway, he talks a lot about all of that in here, and this is a really good book, so I do recommend it. I'm enjoying that. So again, you guys, thanks so much. I love you, and I love you to pieces for joining me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodnight for tonight. Thank you, everybody who participated, and I hope that you continue to work in a lot of fruits and veggies and just keep on going. Oh, one notable, I wanted to do a shout out to Esther Ross, because she's on Dish with Dee's Facebook group, and she was posting pictures of her salads while she was on here, and oh my goodness, she came up with such masterpieces. They were so beautiful and gorgeous. I told her she needed to make a calendar with just pictures of her salads. I actually would use it and buy it because I think looking at things like that, a salad of the month, you know, would really inspire me to continue to stay on my plan. So I don't know, some people might think that's a goofy idea. I think it's a brilliant idea. So anyway, so Esther Ross, you did a marvelous job. I just want to give you an extra shout out for those gorgeous salads. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. Love you guys a lot. Take care.